Hello and welcome to Titanium Colors Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Leos, okay, for the month ahead, for the week ahead. Now, I use Radleigh Valentine's Faeries tarot deck, and I will also mention when it is important for you to utilize your own intuition. Alright, now with that being said, let's get into the cards I pulled. So the first card you got is Unity, which is interesting because Aries, this is the first card for Aries as well that came out. So Unity talks of compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community, which is when you do compare what you want and what you are currently living, you'll be like, okay, I don't want this anymore, and so you're going to be leaving it, and you're going to cut off people, or actually you're going to walk away from dishonest associations that no longer serve you. Then you'll be able to be in the King of Spring energy, which is an innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical individuals. So you'll be able to be yourself because you let go of the people that no longer actually helped you to get to where you wanted to get to. And that will give you a whole new perspective, which you will contemplate for a little while with the Hanged Man. It's called Awakening in this deck, but it's actually the Hanged Man. So you're going to actually contemplate by changing your viewpoint on it, and you'll be able to look at it from a very different perspective, which will allow you to complete a cycle with the world and be assertive about what you know is right, be firm in your convictions, which will then lead you to discovering or doing what it is you actually enjoy doing for as your main pastime or occupation, main occupation. Because the Three of Autumn talks of following your passion when it comes to your career, be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Yeah. Then for the second set, starts off with the Prince of Summer, who is a very romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious individual. This is the falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Yep. And that is because you can't see clearly with the Seven of Winter, which talks of there's a better choice out there, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Yep. And I feel like if you do run away from the truth, that will lead you to heartbreak with the Three of Winter, which talks of reach out to others for assistance, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Yep. This heartbreak happened because of different goals arising from differing opinions. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions. Feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. It's when people think that they know the best and you have no idea what you're talking about. And at that point there's no use conversing with them because they're just like, yeah, what I know is the best for me, and that's what you have to let go of. And once you do let go of that, you will then be able to quickly and swiftly move towards your Chariot, which is Chariot is Cancer energy, by the way. It says success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. Yeah. Now, the third set, starts off with the Six of Summer, which talks of remembering things a little differently than how they actually occurred. Alright? But once you start doing that, you will be able to, you will feel like it's an uphill battle just a little bit because it's a whole new perspective. You're not used to it, but you have told yourself that you are going to work on this and be dedicated to it, and that's why you have success that is, not success, but children or childhood, the return of people, romances from the past, remember events differently in a better or worse light than how they actually occurred. And I feel like that remembering it from a way that was different than how it actually occurred is what is going to is what is giving you a little bit of difficulty at this time, because you were so used to doing it one way and now you're like, but I need to change something, and that is going to be a bit hard. But then you have the wheel. Now the wheel talks of delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new car or travel. It's you moving in the right direction towards your 4 of spring, which is happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy family, whatnot, right? Though I feel like in order to achieve that, you need to go within and to find or become a mentor. You need to go within and have a break from society and commit to your spiritual growth in order to clearly know what it is you want. Then you have the Queen of Autumn, which is a loving, generous, stylish, gracious, and practical individual. It says be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meaning someone who can help your dreams come true. Lol. And then you have the 2 of summer. Now that person that is going to help you. Now I feel like the Queen of Autumn is your mentor, what we saw in the Hermit, and though what that teaches, what I'm getting is that what that what that Queen of Autumn will teach you is that, you know, some things you should revisit and think things through before saying nay. You know, I leave you behind. You need to think twice about some certain things. With that lesson, you'll get a new idea with the Ace of Winter, which will be a little difficult to see to the end because it is completely opposed to how you used to do things. But if you are creative in your process, I feel like it is going to be more lucrative. So that is why you need to find a professional and objective person to help you along these lines. That is where the mentor comes in, right? Then you have the dreamer. Now with the mentor's help, you will definitely be able to move towards the objective that you want with the Fool, because they'll teach you the correct way of doing things and the wrong things to stay away from. Then you have the 10 of Summer. So this project that you're working on, you're giving it your all. That thing that you're working on is going to give you emotional contentment or emotional fulfillment. It will also teach you that sometimes it's good to take care of yourself in order to push the project forward. Because if you don't, well, your project's gonna be left behind, and that's not what you want. Then you have the Ace of Autumn, which talks of a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. This project will take off, though I feel like you will be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Your emotions and your intellectual mind, you're not going to be able to make the best choice for you at that time. And that is why the Lovers is out. The Lovers talks of making a choice from the heart. So as much as the intellect is important, but if you're not on board fully, as your whole being is not on board, it should not be, you should not even think about it. Then you have the Ace of Summer. Now the Ace of Summer talks of open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So you get used to that the project will allow you to begin new things and start thinking in new directions, which is awesome, which will allow you to then start a whole new project, which is great. With the Ace of Spring, which talks of it's time to take action, do things, make things happen. And that making things happen will allow you to get into your 6 of Autumn, which is good. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt, which is awesome. Then, after having repaid that debt, you'll be able to move to calmer waters, which is awesome. So, my gorgeous and fellow ladies,